works together. No? So it's not just the doctor who's doing everything. You can see that the nurses, the staff, the technicians.
This is like you're ready to build a clinic, right?
One day, I'll build a JEC in the Philippines.
Okay. You can be our partner in Philippines.
Sambitan?
Yeah.
Yes. Sepulu?
Yay! Great.
And aside from that, I also know Diam.
Open your eyes and smile. Hai Jektis, sahabat spesial JEC. Hari ini bersama saya Arnita di channel podcast JEC secara eksklusif mengundang dokter asal Filipina yang saat ini sedang menjalani program observership di JEC Eye Hospitals and Clinics. Yuk kita sapa. Hai Dr. Patricia Kaye. How
Hi
are you?
Arnita.
Yeah. Hi. Everything's going fine today?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. How are you today?
I'm great, I think, for now. Yes. Okay, all right. Before we go deep dive into the conversation, can you share a little bit about yourself, maybe where you come from, what hospital, and what are you doing here in JEC?
Okay. So, hi everyone. So, my name is Dr. Patricia KC. I'm a fourth-year resident in the Philippines in a hospital called Quirino Memorial Medical Center. This is a tertiary government hospital in Manila, the Philippines. And this is I also serve as the chief resident there. So actually, I'm here, I've been in Jakarta for 2 weeks. I'm here in JEC rotating with a refractive observership. So for the longest time, even before I went into my residency in ophthalmology, I was already interested in the cornea and refractive subspecialty. Mainly because, the results are quite quick. Like you'll see right away the effect you'll have on the patients. But I think it's also because it gives such a great change in the lifestyle of the patients if you give them the proper results. So, unfortunately, my hospital in the Philippines, because we're a government institution, we don't cater to we only cater to charity patients who cannot afford refractive surgery. So actually, that's why I'm here, so that I can learn more about refractive surgery.
Yay. Yeah, when we talk about cataract and refractive surgery, we're talking about the quality of life of patients, right?
Yeah.
It's really great. Okay, we are so curious on why you choose JC over like so many centers and eye hospitals that you can choose over the countries, a lot of countries, Can you share on us a bit? Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's true. To tell you the truth, it's more of a coincidence rather than anything else. The ophthalmology world is actually pretty small, even if it at a global scale. So a short story is one of your consultants here in JEC, he has a son. That son was friends with my chairman in my hospital while they were training in Singapore. So it was just through that connection that we were able to establish that there could be a good opportunity here in JEC for observership. And aside from that, actually this started 3 years ago. One of my seniors in my hospital also did the same refractive observership. That was back in 2019. And he had nothing but good things to say. So that's why I followed his course here.
Who's his name?
This is Dr. Rafael Gubalia.
Okay, shout out to him.
Hi, Doc Raf.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have you here. Okay, so can you also share what are your, let's say, objectives in doing the observership program in JEC?
So, objectives. Okay. It's mostly refractive and a cataract observership. So, what's great about JEC, what I learned was that it really has the state-of-the-art technology, all the latest innovations that are available in the world now. And, I wanted to learn about those things. So I got to see a lot of interesting things here, like femtosecond laser-assisted cataract surgery, Relax Smile, LASIK, and all those things. So actually, those were my objectives, and I think I was able to fulfill all of them in my short stay here.
Oh, yay. Okay, so how do you think our consultants here, top consultants, sama say, help you in reaching your objectives that you already said before?
Yeah. So actually, everyone here has been so welcoming to me. So I'm sure it's quite obvious that there's a language barrier. A lot of Indonesians know English, but it's not the primary language that's spoken here. So it has been a bit of a challenge, for example, when we're at the outpatient clinic and I don't really understand what the patient and the doctor are talking about. But each of these consultants that I've rotated with have had the patience to tell me what they've been talking about, tell me what condition the patient has, and how the management has been for that patient. So I'm very grateful because they all taught me so many things, even more than what I expected to learn. And it's not just the consultants, it's the staff, the nurses, the technicians. They've all found a way to make me feel welcome here in JEC.
Yay, Indonesia, we are well known for being so humble. We are so grateful that you find it also here.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here also.
Okay, yeah. Okay, great. We know that you only been here for a short period of time, like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, you're right, 2 weeks.
In that short period of time, can you share if you have earned any benefits aside from, I know that you already mentioned the state-of-the-art technology, which is very nice, thank you. Of course. But yeah, can you share any other benefits that you have learned during your observership program in JEC?
Yeah. So you already said earlier, that all the doctors that I've been following, they're all experts in their field. So they've all trained from in different institutions all over the world, and they all are the best at what they're doing. I think aside from learning from the best, it's also good to get a new perspective. So being in a new place, a new country, a new city, that gives you a different way of looking at things. And it also teaches you about things that you can whether improve or change or just find a way to innovate with something that you can bring back home. So I hope to bring what I've learned also back to my country, back to the Philippines.
Okay. Can you share a bit about, what kind of small things maybe that you think that you can implement from Indonesia to your to Philippines?
Okay. So honestly, this wasn't my goal. But aside from my medical degree, I actually have a master's in business administration.
Yeah, I see that. Wow.
So
cool. Go girl.
So actually, what I was, aside from, the technology, the refractive surgery part, I was really impressed by the efficiency of the whole entire JEC hospital. So it's such an impressive structure, the way you handle patients, how it goes from step 1 all the way to the last step. And that efficiency also makes the service that you give to the patient so much better, because you're able to handle more patients at a shorter amount of time without having unnecessary or wasted efforts by anyone in the team. And aside from that, I see how well everyone works together. So it's not just the doctor who's doing everything. You can see that the nurses, the staff, the technicians, they're just as involved in the patient care together with the patient, together with the doctor. So it's not just the doctor calling all the shots, but everyone is involved. It's a team effort in treating all these patients that you have here at JEC.
Oh, okay. So it's about collaboration, right? And also time efficiency on how everyone's work efficient.
It's not really the refractive side. It's not what I expected, but I think it's something that I picked up while I was here.
But you're so cool. You have master in business. I mean, like, wow, you're a doctor, medical doctor, and have a medical. It's really rare here,
Yeah.
So you take put that observership aside. I just want to know. So you take the Master of Business degree when you're also learning medical doctor, or?
Yeah, actually, so my medical school in the Philippines, that's called the Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health, ASMPH for short. It's the only school, I think, in the Philippines that offers a double degree.
Oh,
So together
okay.
with our graduation, together with our medical degree, we also graduate with a master's in business administration. So together with our medical classes, we have a few business classes also that are included in the program.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's because they believe that management as well as business go hand in hand. The things you apply in management doesn't have to stay in just the business world. It can be applied in the hospital setting, in the clinic setting, to make, again, everything more efficient or to deliver better service.
Okay, I see. So it's like the one that you also mentioned before about having different perspectives, right? Like when you have the medical, the clinical, and
That's
also
true,
the
that's
business,
true.
it's like you're ready to build a clinic, right?
One day, I'll build a JEC in the Philippines.
Okay. You can be our partner in Philippines. So cool. Right. Okay, last question regarding the observership program. Can you share if you have any memorable experience or any funny moments maybe during your stay here or during your observership program in JEC? Maybe you can share it to us.
Okay. So on the business side or on the medical side, I experienced so many firsts here in JEC. So it's not because it's not available in the Philippines, but it's just not accessible to me. That's why most of my firsts were here. So I saw my first LASIK, my first flax, my first Relax Smile, and actually this morning I saw 2 of my first DSECs. So those were very, very interesting to me, and they were very memorable because even if you read about them in books, even if you get to see videos or see them in lectures, it's different when there's an actual patient involved, when you see it firsthand, and when you got to follow the case. So I think that's very important in the clinical setting, that you see a patient through. So you start with what the patient is feeling, what you find in your physical exam, what surgery you'll do, and then the post-op management. So for me, that's the best way to learn, when you follow a patient from start to finish.
Journey. It's more comprehensive experience also, right?
Yeah. So that's the medical side. But I think on the funny side, it's actually been funny being lost in translation here in JEC. So every day, I think it's because the Filipinos and Indonesians look similar. So everyone will talk to me in Bahasa, and I'll just be,
yes, okay.
Makasih. So that one has been funny, and actually it's been an enjoyable experience as well. And then this is also just a side note. So almost every day we order food from the cafeteria downstairs, right? And then at the first day I would say, so does anyone speak in English? And then they'll be like, oh, so they'll look for someone who speaks in English, and then they'll take my order quite in a difficult way. Like they'll ask for my name, I won't understand. Anyway, in the end, today, it was like, so can I order? And she goes, oh, this is Dr. Patricia.
They're gonna miss you.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I already know you're on the 7th floor. And I'm like, yes. So yeah, it's been funny. I think that's been a funny experience here. But yeah, it's a very welcome one.
Okay, we love to be your first. And also, can I add, is this your first podcast? Can I say that?
It's my first podcast. Okay. How about you?
Me also. So yeah, we're gonna just act it like we're pros in doing podcast.
Yeah. I didn't expect that my observership would end with
a podcast. Me too. Anyway, okay. Maybe can you share any Indonesian words that you already learned? We love to hear it.
Okay. This one. So I learned the basics. I know terima kasih. I know permisi. I know numbers. I can count up to 10.
Ah, really? It's right? I want to hear it.
Wrong.
So I know that you don't lie to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, sambitan?
Yeah.
Yes. 10.
Yay! Great.
And aside from that, I also know diam, diam, diam. What they say in the LASIK center. Diam, tahan, tahan, diam, relax. That's what I learned in the LASIK center.
Yeah. I hope you don't accidentally say that in Filipino, like tahan, not like the
Diam, diam.
Okay.
That's
so
what
funny.
I learned.
Yeah, good,
and
good,
actually,
good.
there are a lot of words that are similar in Filipino, Tagalog and Bahasa.
I know.
For example, kanan is still kanan. Mata is still mata.
Oh, mata is still mata.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kambing is still kambing.
Don't say coming to me.
I'm not saying it to you. But yeah,
Okay.
nasi goreng kambing?
Yeah. Have you tried it? We haven't tried it.
No, only ayam.
Okay, we're gonna take you next time we visit here. Okay. Good. So fun.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe on the last notes, but last but not least, I still want to ask another question after this. Okay, do you have any notes or any opinions for our other residents that is maybe in Philippines? You will share the link of this podcast, right? and also maybe from other countries, like since you're speaking English, it's really like it's of course interest them to see how they're gonna go if they want to be an observer here. Maybe you can share.
Okay.
Good testimonies only.
Good only. Okay.
Disclaimer.
I have nothing to say.
Only.
I'm just kidding.
Don't say any other things that bad.
And I can't say anything anymore.
No. Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Please.
So yeah. I think it's been a good experience, and that I'd recommend it. I think I would recommend it more to Indonesians, just so that you understand everything better. You hear how you understand what the people in the OR are talking about, what the patient is talking about. So I highly encourage it especially for Indonesians. But not to say that I don't encourage non-Indonesians also. So from her first-hand experience, even if there is that language barrier, it's easily overcome with the help of everyone here. So, like I said, everyone has made me feel welcome. If ever anyone does plan to come here, you just have to call Arnita. She'll set everything up. She'll serve you every day.
She'll trick you. She'll trick you into go somewhere. Anyway.
She'll take care of everything, and you won't have to worry about a thing. I spoke with you over WhatsApp, like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, and you gave me so many recommendations as to where to stay, what I should eat, how I should go around, and that's been very, very helpful to me. Even the smallest details were things that helped me in my journey here and as a solo traveler in Jakarta. So I highly encourage everyone to come here. They're all very nice, they're all very welcoming, and you definitely learn a lot.
Yay. We are a travel agency in disguise.
Arnita's the best travel agent.
Okay. It's so warming also to hear you, give good testimony to us. If you have anything else,
I didn't have a choice.
If you have anything else, you can talk like not here. Okay, so after this, where are you going? Are you gonna go back home already, or you gonna travel Indonesia? We have a lot of beautiful location here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take a short trip to Bali. I'm just gonna meditate and do some yoga. And then after that, I have to go back to work in the Philippines, sadly.
After a short break.
I really had a great time here in Indonesia, and I'm hoping that the last few days here will be just as great.
Okay, great. I think that's all for our conversation today. It's sad to be end, but everything's good needs to be end. Okay, anyway, thank you Dr. Patricia for coming to Indonesia.
Arnita.
Thank you
Terima
for
kasih.
Sama-sama. Thank you for being on our observer. It's been a great experience for us to have you here.
It's also been a great experience for me. Thank you for having me also.
Yeah, we hope that you can become our partner in Philippines, JEC Philippines. Okay, that's it for today. Sobat Jaktis, terima kasih untuk perhatiannya. Sampai jumpa lagi.